Welcome back, everyone. I'm Shortcut Sherry, and it's another Tip Tuesday. We're continuing on our task management exploration this week with lists. Now, there are two different kinds of lists in Office 365. Recently, Microsoft has released and are highlighting their new tool, quote-unquote new tool, of Microsoft Lists. Microsoft Lists allow you to track information and share it with other people. Truly collaborate from the app launcher, or as we lovingly call it, the waffle button. If you don't see Microsoft Lists as one of your options, choose All Apps and then select Lists. At the top of the screen, I see an option for creating a new list. There are currently about 9 templates that come out of the box with Microsoft Lists, and one of them is the Work Progress Tracker. If I decide to use this template, I can click the Use Template option and then give it a name. Customize the options that are there and then decide where you would like to save that to. Notice one of my options is My Lists. If you create a list using the default of My List, no one else has access to it by default. You'll have to share it with other people. I always look at it from the perspective of, if I win the lottery and run away, who's going to have access to this content? If it's supposed to be part of a project or another initiative, then you might want to select one of the sites or the groups that you're working in. These are all tied to Microsoft Teams. And then click Create. This is a generic list that we can use in Office 365, and if you need to, you can customize it using the Add Column option. I could spend hours on Microsoft Lists, but I wanted to show you this one in particular because this list, although it lives or looks like it's in Lists, actually lives in SharePoint. If I go to the leadership team, it takes me to we land in a SharePoint site, and in the site contents, here is my project task list. Now, why am I showing this to you? There's also another form of task list that I want to share with you. If I go to Project Task List, if I want to work on tasks with people, this is the only place that I can work. Using a classic SharePoint list allows you a little more flexibility. So I'm going to go to SharePoint. Let's go to the Sales and Marketing group. And I'm going to create a list from here. From the Tools menu, select Add an App, and then although it doesn't look like it, this is a link that takes you to all of the templates that were there in the classic experience. Now put a pin in this with me. I want you to tuck this away for future because we're going to circle back to Microsoft Project and how it works with the SharePoint lists, but you have to start from here. There are 3 different lists that interact with Outlook. And you have to start from a classic template, including the task list. By the way, the other 2 are contacts, and the third one is calendar. Let's choose tasks. Rephrase. We've been working on this Mark 8 project rollout, so let's do the Mark 8 campaign. And click Create. Notice the difference. We have a list and we have a task list. The difference in the icon. This is a modern list that was created with Microsoft Lists. This is the classic list. I'm going to select that one. And now I can add some tasks. Let's go to edit this list and I can add a couple of tasks here. A due date. And an assignment. And stop editing the list. Why this one is different is because it interacts with Outlook, which I'm going to have you tuck away for future because next week we're going to show you how to create different views of this list, and the following week I'm going to show you how to sync it to Outlook. Providing them the ability to work where they're comfortable is key. This is a shared task list that anybody in the marketing team would be able to access. We could also lock it down to only certain people that would have permissions for this list as well. I know I'm leaving you hanging, but next week we're going to come back and continue working with this list in SharePoint. Until then, check out these amazing events that we have coming up. And until next time, I'm Shortcut Sherry, and it's my job to make your job easier.